Good evening, Sheetal ji. You're most welcome to this platform of Green Talks. And I welcome all of you, my audience. And I would like to introduce her. Sheetal ji is a graduate from Shishant School of Art and Architecture. She is an accredited green building professional and chair IGBC Delhi chapter. She is executive committee and president of International Fenestration Forum also. Sheetal ji is designed for Wipro campus at Patni campus. Is has achieved highest LEED platinum rating, and the most important is her Shunya project. That is the first net zero energy home in one of a research development project that is made completely out of waste. And this has been like Sheetal ji, जब आप प्रगति मैदान में दिल्ली में एक बार हुआ था ये एग्जीबिशन, आई रिमेम्बर तब मेरा काफी इनिशियल टाइम था, तब आपने शायद ये शोकेस किया था एंड हम लोगों ने इसको विजिट किया था. इट वाज अमेजिंग प्रोजेक्ट and she her projects are a benchmark in energy efficiency in industry. She has experience of 23 long years and designed over 100 projects covering almost 50 lakh million square feet of area of built space. Her wide portfolio of works ranges from master planning of large townships, mixed use developments of architecture, interior and landscape design of mid and large scale corporate offices, says hotels, experience centers, hospitals, residential housing, and private residences as well. She is partner at Aeon Design and Development LLP, and she has taken a lot of awards. And like naming one is like honored by Fensterbio Frontier India in 2013 as one of the prominent women for her contribution to Indian fenestration industry. Her project Lotus Panache at Noida has been awarded as most environment friendly project and the most innovative green housing project for year 2011 at BIB Industry Leadership Awards 2011. Her project Wipro has been awarded as Best Sustainable Architecture of the year 2010 as Art Design Awards for Excellence in Architecture and Infrastructure. I have been seeing you, Sheetal ji, like since long. इनफैक्ट इनिशियली तो जब हम लोगों ने आईजीबीसी ज्वाइन किया था, मतलब हम आपको देखते थे बहुत एक्टिव, आपको और आशीष जी को, तो एक थोड़ा सा ना एक डिस्टेंस या एक डर जैसा होता है ना, बहुत सीनियर है, डर जैसा एक फील होता था, तो आपसे बात करने में भी थोड़ी घबराहट होती थी. और आज मैं आपके साथ ऐसा ग्रीन टॉक कर रही हूँ, तो आई फील प्रिविलेज्ड एंड इट्स माय प्लेजर दैट यू हैव एक्सेप्टेड आवर इनविटेशन. सो थैंक्स अ लॉट. So we start this green talk series. शीतल जी, ग्रीन टॉक सीरीज हम इससे कर रहे हैं सो दैट हम लोग ना मास लेवल तक पहुंच पाए, और जो बेसिक थिंग्स हैं तो वो बहुत सिंपल तरीके से हम कैसे लोगों को बता पाए. अभी आर्किटेक्ट फ्रैटर्निटी में भी ऐसा होता है कि दो दे आर डिजाइनिंग ग्रीन बट दे आर नॉट वेरी मच अवेयर कि यस दिस इज द ग्रीन फैक्टर. तो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, तो थॉट प्रोसेस में किस तरह सबके ग्रीन प्रिंसिपल्स लाए जाए, तो उसके लिए हम ये ग्रीन सीरीज कर रहे हैं. एंड मास लेवल पे मेजर ऑब्जेक्टिव है कि मास लेवल पे कैसे हम इसकी अडेप्टेशन लेकर आए. सो इसको मैं आगे लेके चलती हूँ. एंड माय फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन टू इज व्हाट इज सस्टेनेबल आर्किटेक्चर फॉर यू एंड व्हाट इज द इंस्पिरेशन बिहाइंड योर इंक्लिनेशन टुवर्ड्स सस्टेनेबिलिटी.
Thank you, Vicky, for your introduction, and it's a pleasure to be here. And I've also been seeing you for a very long time and seeing your passion in green. You know, we've met across various forums.
Yeah.
So just to tell you that in terms of architecture, when you mentioned sustainable architecture, for me, I feel that architecture, the built environment, has a huge impact on the people, on the environment, both. So environment, we all know, when we build, of course, you know, there are various resources which are used, which lead to deforestation and other things. So it's very important to build very sensibly. That's important, and pragmatically. In terms of the people, you know, the impact, the spaces that we build, I feel they have a huge impact in terms of they change, they impact your well-being, they impact your both emotional, physical well-being. The spaces have a way to, you know, how you feel. If you're sitting in a space which is connected to outdoors, which is connected to greenery, that'll have a very different impact than if you're in a closed room which has no light and no ventilation and no view of the nature. So I feel that when you design a true sustainable architecture would be when you balance all that. because of course, if you give large glazings and it's oriented on a wrong direction, it will get in a lot of heat also, and then it'll impact the environment. So balancing the environment with the well-being and the comfort of the occupants, and at the same time looking at the economics of the project is important. That's at a building level. However, at a larger city planning level and all, it's very important that we balance the social, economic, and environmental, ecological aspects of the society when we are building. I mean, when you're looking, you don't build on a floodplain because that affects the ecology. To give you an example, we're doing a school, and a school in a village. Now that school is put to a multiple use. In the morning, it's used for the students for education. And then in the evening, it is used for training the villagers, training the women. The same classrooms are used for that. And the school is being built by the villagers themselves. So not only is it impacting the overall economy of that place, because of course that's giving jobs to the people there. It is imparting knowledge to all stratas of the society. It is also built in a using solar panels. We're using natural light, and relying less on the air conditioning aspect. Relying less on and using local materials, using vernacular architecture, looking at the orientation and all of that. So one, you are impacting the environment less. Number two, you're very careful of the comfort, because they're non-air conditioned. So we are taking care that it's very comfortable when students are inside. Plus, we're connecting them to nature. So we're giving outdoor classes, we're doing indoor classrooms, because like what we used to have Gurukul, when you used to sit outside and enjoy that. So I feel those kind of spaces and built environment is very important to do, and that would be a true sustainable architecture when we can balance all of that.
Okay, so जब आपने architecture शुरू किया तो from the very start like you were doing this, and in the meantime you came to explore like ये जो मैं कर रही हूँ ये sustainable architecture है, या फिर कुछ ऐसा मतलब आपके experience के बाद या कुछ time में ऐसा हुआ कि नहीं अभी green building का trend है तो we have to look towards sustainable architecture? कैसे means it was an evolving or
no? So you asked me what has been my inspiration. I'll start from my childhood. It was not about that one day I decided that I want to do sustainable architecture. It's never been like that. We were brought up like that. The values had been imbibed right in the beginning, and the credit is to my parents, and especially my father. I remember our house has 2 courtyards. It has one huge veranda. And then, the spaces are designed in such a way that we would put multiple use to spaces. It was very nicely ventilated, and there was always an emphasis of cross ventilation. He didn't like closed spaces. He always said, there's lovely nature outside, we need to experience. So it's always like, so all rooms, in fact, we had windows, which almost on the 3 sides, if it was left to him, he would like literally be, the rooms were quite open. So cross ventilation, natural light, and there was this big veranda where we would spend most of our time. So it was never indoors so much as outside. And we had a lot of greenery, which would, he said that there's a lot of, so my mother was very fond of gardening. And he would, they would maintain these plants, and they said they generate oxygen. So we used to spend most of the time there. Even the guests, when they used to come, it was very rare that we would take them indoors. It was mostly outdoors, we would sit, and no fan, no, of course, air conditioning was at that time not there. It came in later. And coolers would also be used only when it was like a peak of June or peak of May, where you really, really needed them. So that was one. Secondly, so I used to go, my father was a civil engineer, he used to take me to these sites, and with his friends, he was a very helpful person. And I remember he went to one of his friends' place, and it was a design, the person was constructing the design, which were very closed doors, like it didn't have any ventilation and light. And he would advise them that, this is not the way to live, you will be putting in electricity. So the education, or I would say the training, came in right from there. We were very careful on wastages. I remember recycling everything. One table to put to multiple use. Sometimes it was a dining table, which became my table while I was studying, and then it became a center table by cutting the legs. So everything was nothing was thrown away, to be honest. So that came. The next stage of my life came in college. I was really interested. We had very good professors, and I was very interested in climatology, vernacular architecture, even designing as per the context, designing. So I think we were lucky to have these professors who would kind of train us that way. It's very important to understand the culture, context of the place, and not one solution fit all nahi tha. It was like designed for looking at all these aspects. So then when I started working, the very first project that we got, I started working with an organization. The very first project we got was a building where they were trying to demolish the building and build a new one. So coming from that background, where every part of money and everything is valued, I gave them a suggestion that let's not break it, and let's conserve the structure of the building, and let's just renovate whatever we need to. If we need to strengthen a place, we'll strengthen. And they liked the idea, and then it was carried on. After that, we got 2-3 projects which were all renovation projects.
Okay.
So yeah, so that kind of put that again, that strengthened the foundation of whatever we were doing. Then later, even when I got married, and our own house that we built, it was an existing building, only ground floor, had very narrow corridors. So we did not waste even a single brick or stone. We reused everything. We used that structure and kind of build up. So, and as you know, Ashish has also been very passionate about green buildings and all. So I think that whole thing kind of paved the way. We both got into it, and now we're designing buildings which are very energy efficient, zero energy, and every step has been to improve better than what we've been doing. So that's been the whole story. So to answer you, the inspirations have been many, and I think many people that I met, and I think everybody is an inspiration when you actually look at this book of life. I mean, there've been many inspirations, and that's kind of Dr. Jain, for instance. He's been a big inspiration to me. And I would say the CII team. The very first project which we built green was Wipro, and they were very supportive, and they kind of helped us in that.
So like इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि जैसा आप थॉट रखते हो तो आपको ना उसी टाइप की एनर्जीज और उसी टाइप के लोग आपके आसपास अट्रैक्ट आप करते हो, तो प्रोबेबली आपको वही एक एटमॉस्फेयर मिला. तो दैट इज यू आर वेरी फॉर्चुनेट एंड प्रिविलेज्ड. आपका ऑन द लाइटर नोट, इज इट अरेंज मैरिज और अ लव मैरिज?
It was arranged, which kind of turned. I mean, it was a mix actually. So
okay. Okay. So, ma'am, अगर हम IGBC या लीड रेटिंग या गृहा रेटिंग कोई भी बिल्डिंग करते हैं, तो इज इट या कोई सस्टेनेबल आर्किटेक्चर जब हम प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, तो इज इट द सेम व्हाट वी आर नॉट गेटिंग सर्टिफाइड? मींस वन इज सर्टिफाइड प्रोजेक्ट एंड वन इज नॉट सर्टिफाइड. सो इज देयर एनी डिफरेंस बिटवीन बोथ द टू, और सिर्फ सर्टिफिकेशन का ही डिफरेंस होता है आप जब करते हैं आर्किटेक्चर?
So to answer you, see, there are few projects in India done by like very good architects, very sensitive, I would say. If you have to design, you have to be sensitive. They've been sensitive to ecology. They've been sensitive to how they're building, to nature. So there are many non-certified projects which would be green, or I would say sustainable. However, there are many projects which are not certified and not following those principles of green. So what these ratings do is they help to kind of validate what you're doing and kind of push you to push you in the areas where, let's say for example, that my climatology was my strength, and whenever I design, I'm looking at cross ventilation, I'm looking at 10 things, but there may always be 1 or 2 things which I may be missing out. So what we felt, and even my other colleagues are all felt, that when we go through this validation, this process of the certification, there are many things which they get streamlined, and you kind of focus on them also, and they help to validate that okay, is your building, if I was to design just manually, maybe my, let's say 70-80% of the areas would get day-lit, but this software systems and these certification would help you to achieve that 90%, would validate okay that it's 90% that's getting done. Similarly, because computer simulation, like you're aware, there are simulation softwares which are available, which can model your building on day one, and they can predict that if you give this kind of shading device, if you give this kind of brickwork or insulation, this is the energy saving that you will get. You can predict on day one itself. So I feel the certification and simulation is these are kind of tools which help you to do better in terms of it. But having said that, there are many buildings, I said that there are buildings which are very exemplary, which are very beautifully designed, which may not be tagged as we may not have a rating, but then they're still green. So a normal, and if you would say that okay, any normal building which doesn't follow those principles versus the green certifications, there would be a lot of difference. In green building, I can predict, I know that we've modulated, we've simulated both the buildings and see, okay, if we don't do all these things, installations, we don't take care of daylight and all, there's a huge saving and a huge, I mean, there's a lot more energy that you're consuming in all those buildings.
So जो एक नॉर्मल बिल्डिंग करते हैं आप, उसमें भी सारा सिमुलेशन और ये सभी चीजों को आप लोग फॉलो करते हैं, या सिर्फ जो ग्रीन बिल्डिंग होती है उसी में सिमुलेशंस एंड एवरीथिंग होते हैं?
So see, the most of the buildings that we are doing today, we are going for a rating system. Okay. But having said that, there would be few I would say clients who do not want to go for the certification. But we as a principal, at E.ON, we as a principal would follow all. Like I said, it's imbibed in my team also. Okay. So from orientation, because we know that, you know, it doesn't cost anything to do the right orientation. It doesn't cost anything to do a proper window wall ratio. In fact, you save money. So, and looking at, so we even go to the down to the detailing of the glass wastages are 1 to 2% or even lesser. How we can, you know, so we work on modulations in a sense. The room size is such that your wastage of the tile, wastage of the glazing, wastage of everything is down to the minimum. And this is a small, simple thing which anybody can do. You know, if you're making your own houses also, अगर आपको वेस्टेजेस कम करनी है तो यही तो तरीका है ना. आप देखेंगे कि ग्लास में साइज मार्केट में क्या मिलता है और आप किस तरह से वो करेंगे कि वेस्टेज नहीं होगा. टाइल साइज क्या मिलता है, अगर आप रूम साइज वैसे मॉड्यूलेट कर दें तो आपका वेस्टेज कम हो जाएगा. और अगर आप ये ध्यान रखें कि आपकी विंडो वॉल रेशियोज अच्छी हैं, धूप इनफ आ रही है कि आपको इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की लाइट की जरूरत नहीं है दिन भर, तो ये तो बहुत सिंपल चीज है, कोई भी कर सकता है. उसके लिए आपको शायद मतलब आर्किटेक्ट ठीक है चाहिए, बट आप अपने आर्किटेक्ट को भी पुश कर सकते हैं.
बिल्कुल. ये सब जान के बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि मतलब आप इतना डेप्थ में सारा स्टडी करते हैं और इतना डेप्थ में अपना क्लाइंट्स का ध्यान रखते हैं. एंड मैं जोधपुर से पढ़ी हूँ, और जोधपुर में जब मैं पढ़ रही थी, कॉलेज में जब आई थी, तो एग्जैक्टली आर्किटेक्चर और कमर्शियल आर्ट्स सब ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था. मुश्किल से 2-3 स्ट्रीम हुआ करती थी, एंड आई वाज लाइक क्वाइट इन्फ्लुएंस्ड टुवर्ड्स क्रिएटिविटी. बट उस वक्त हमारे पेरेंट्स, हम लोग 3 सिस्टर्स थे, तो दे नेवर वांटेड कि हम लोग कहीं बाहर जाके पढ़े. तो आर्किटेक्ट से हम लोग का उतना वास्ता नहीं पड़ा. लाइक जब मैंने अपना व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड माय बिजनेस एग्जैक्टली एट दैट टाइम आई वाज नॉट नोइंग अ सिंगल आर्किटेक्ट. तो धीरे धीरे जैसा मेरे को आर्किटेक्ट लोगों के साथ जब एक्सपोजर हुआ, तो जो एक लेवल ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट है ना, इट इज इंक्रीजिंग डे बाय डे. एंड जैसे अभी आपसे बात करके आई एम ऑल्सो ओवरवेल्म्ड, बिकॉज अभी कुछ टाइम पहले मैं अशोक वोका जी से मिली थी. तो एक बात उनकी जो बहुत अच्छी लगी ना, वो ये लगी कि जैसे कुछ बिल्डिंग्स होती है जो बहुत अच्छी लगती है, कुछ बिल्डिंग्स होती है जो आपको जाके उतना ना पॉजिटिव वाइब नहीं आता. तो ही सेड कि आर्किटेक्ट को ना बिल्डिंग में, अपनी जो बिल्डिंग बना रहे उससे ना बात करनी पड़ती है. दे हैव टू इंटरेक्ट विद दैट बिल्डिंग, और अपना उसके अंदर वो एनर्जी जब जाती है तो उसके अंदर जान आती है. That thing touched me such a lot, and I really respect all the architects, and especially जो बहुत शिद्दत से काम करते हैं, जैसे आप अपने क्लाइंट्स का जो ध्यान रखते हैं. बिकॉज यही एक प्रिंसिपल है कि क्लाइंट्स का, लाइक आप क्लाइंट जब आपके साथ काम करता है तो ही शुड नॉट फील कि मेरा कुछ भी पैसा वेस्ट हुआ है. वो आपका मतलब उसको ना एक रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट मिलना चाहिए आपके साथ काम करके, जैसा आप ध्यान रखते हैं कि उनका जो पैसा है वो भी वेस्ट ना हुए. तो दैट इज वेरी गुड, एंड दिस इज एग्जैक्टली जो एथिक्स के साथ आप काम करते हैं ना, तो दैट इज ओनली लाइक टेकिंग यू अपवर्ड्स. सो इट्स वेरी नाइस टू नो दिस. दूसरा मैम, शीतल जी, आपने जैसे जो नेट जीरो हाउस बनाया है, इट वाज द फर्स्ट नेट जीरो हाउस. ये concept seems to be very interesting. So can you just brief what exactly you did in net zero house, and how this idea came to you, and what exactly parameters you took, and what were the outcomes of this project?
Okay, so I'll just start from, we were designing buildings which were शुरू में जो हम कर रहे थे, we were designing energy efficient buildings. Then we said, you know, because this is not enough, we need to do better, because ultimately if we have to, if all of us have to stay sustainably, it's very important that the impact on the environment is the bare minimum. So we started doing high performance building, where one building we've done is Green Boulevard, and there, you know, normally in an office space or any room, 150 square feet area or 200 square feet area, you're using 1 ton of air conditioning, right? But there, almost 800 square feet area is being air conditioned by just 1 ton of air conditioning. So we did a lot of, of course, there were a lot of factors which went in: shading, orientation of the building. Like I mentioned, that you have to keep the window wall ratio. It's not like only glass building you can make in our climate. That's not what's right. And then, but still at the same time ensuring that you have enough daylight inside the building. So then, and besides that, then what we did was also free cooling of fresh air, a free cooling of this building. So in a couple of months, which is October, November, February, March, you don't really need air conditioning, but offices are running on because there is a lot of heat which is generated from people, from equipments and all. So, but that time, if you're just running fresh air inside the building instead of running your chiller systems, you can save a lot of energy. So we did that. Then we reused the air, the cool air to treat the fresh air, because fresh air वापस बाहर से जो आती है 40-45 डिग्रीज पे होता है, पहले आप उसको ठंडा करना होता है. तो हम हीट रिकवरी व्हील्स यूज करा, हमने बहुत कुछ करा उस प्रोजेक्ट में to reach 100 per square feet level. We said no, now we need to do the next step. So we said that it's not only about energy, it needs to be zero waste, zero energy, and zero water. That was the intent of putting this Shunya. We said India gave the Aryabhat gave that zero, the Shunya to it, and zero has a more connotation to the whole. So we said that we have to go back to that zero. We have to have zero water, zero waste, and zero energy. That was the concept behind Shunya. So we took old containers. We created a house around the courtyard, because courtyard works very well in our composite climate of Delhi. And so we placed them around the courtyard and built a space which we felt we spoke to the developers, and they were very supportive, and they said, okay, many people from the industry came forward that, because whatever they kind of contributed to that house, which was a research development project, that how that house will run on no electricity from the grid. So it will produce as much electricity as it needs during the course of the year. And to minimize, so first the intent was to make this house, which is well insulated, so that it would require the minimum energy. So so there were many factors which went in. One is the verandas, then lighting, because you didn't want to rely on light. Kind of air conditioner, high performance air conditioner we used, insulation on the walls, insulation on the roof. So every step we try to reduce the energy demand of this house to the bare minimum. So when it became bare minimum, that was supplied by the solar panels. And then we had batteries and all to save. Now, in fact, the government itself is offering that, you can, whatever you're producing through solar panels, you can put it in the grid and take as much as you. So that was the concept for the zero energy. And in terms of the zero waste, we had a vegetable garden. We said, and there were vertical walls that showcase that, you can grow your own vegetables. And you don't need to kind of rely on anything else. You can do it there. If you grow vegetables on the roof, it adds to the insulation of your building also. So you grow your own vegetables, and then after it has produced the waste, the organic waste goes into the kitchen garden. And then whatever food you cook is through solar cookers and all. And then there's a composting pit which converts the waste into the manure, which is used in the garden. So it's a zero cycle. Is zero. You're not throwing anything out. Similarly, water. You tap in every drop of water, whether it's rainfall or what, within your building, and reuse it. So that is the whole concept. And we now it was successful. And then it was put it in Pragati Maidan, and then we disassemble these containers and we place it in another site. So it's a movable house,
Okay.
So whole concept then we taken forward. Now we're doing projects, offices and clubs and various other places, which are net positive. In fact, it's giving back more to the environment than what it is taking from it.
Yes.
So, the whole concept.
So, very nice. So for the building envelope, you use the insulation part and the terrace garden, that I could understand it.
We have a courtyard which gets in the light.
Okay.
We have very small windows on the west side, practically no windows. We have verandas which shade the lights, which the sun, because you need indirect sunlight. You don't need you don't need that heat. So that was the thing. There were many other features. Using complete houses made out of waste, whether it's the doors, it's the furniture, everything is a recycled one. And even materials are bamboo soaring and all, which have very low embodied energy, and then bamboo grows very fast. So you're not depleting the forest really, So many factors which actually went into that.
So that means there was no much additional capex involved that in that net zero house, isn't it?
So the only capex I would say really was that if it's insulation, it pays you back, because if you have lower electricity bill, it pays you back. But at that time, the cost of the solar panels was
yes.
And right now also the whole thing. I mean, otherwise green buildings don't cost much, because if you just design sensibly, if you're lowering your wastage, you're saving money. If you're doing proper daylighting, I mean, you're not using glass all across. You're using glass where you really need it. You're saving money. But if you want to go net zero, then yes, the only cost is that solar panels. And as the time goes on, the cost of the solar panels is coming down. Efficiencies right now, the efficiencies you see when we build that Shunya to now, there's been a difference. The only capex is the solar panels, which have a longer, because the cost is high right now.
Because
The return is more. Otherwise, if you do a high performance building, we have seen that they pay back in 1.5 years.
So that's true. So normally, like what happens is like people exactly apply solar panels, so like they are generating, but saving is again a very big aspect, I would say that, because like we are into cool roof, so you must have observed that after applying the cool roof, it becomes more comfortable and thermal comfort is achieved with this 27-degree also. So that's great. So you have been a perfectionist, like what I feel, like आपको हर चीज एकदम परफेक्ट चाहिए. So कभी आपको ऐसा लगता है कि परफेक्शनिस्ट की वजह से आपको कहीं कुछ या तो कुछ टाइम डिलीवर करने में, प्रोजेक्ट को टाइमली डिलीवर करने में कुछ इश्यू हो रहा है, या परफेक्शनिस्ट की वजह से कुछ और इश्यूज हो रहे हैं, ऐसा कभी फील होता है? बिकॉज जैसे मैं खुद भी एक परफेक्शनिस्ट हूँ, बिकॉज इनिशियली मेरे को डिजाइनिंग में काफी इंटरेस्ट रहता था, तो वो डिजाइन के अंदर जब तक वो एक सीधी लाइन भी जब तक जैसी चाहिए वैसी नहीं हो ना, तब तक चैन नहीं आता था. तो आपके साथ है कुछ ऐसा? लाइक
मेरे साथ था. So in my work, not otherwise, but in my work, I'm quite a perfectionist. I need certain things. I'm quite demanding in my work. I mean, my team can vouch for it that it's very.
Yeah.
So yes, but then what we do is, because it takes more time, most of our projects are research oriented. So it's not run of the mill. We take care of each and every detail and all these aspects. So it's more time taking. So we take, at one point, we don't take too many projects. We would take 5, 6, or 10 projects at a time, which we can handle and detail properly. So yes, so the timelines are an issue, but then we, fortunately, many of our clients, not I'll say all, because some there are timelines and they can't help it. There are timelines that they have to adhere to. But then some clients want that kind of work, so they understand and they would give us time. And where the time is less, then what we do is we have to manage. So we give drawings in lots, that pehle ye kaam jo kaam chal raha hai utna kaam de do, fir baki, so we manage that. But yes, I think it's been a very interesting journey, and I have a wonderful team who understands what needs to be done, and they themselves have are like that. They're very, very sensitive to the designs.
Good. So you have been working with your husband like from the very start. So what's your experience working with your spouse? Is it easy? Because
that's a very interesting question, and good you're asking a woman rather than a man, because we'll have no choice but to say that it's the best. So there, of course, we there've been very good parts, because we both are very passionate about our work and about sustainability and all of this. So that's kind of helped, because we've fortunately we've been designing projects which are high performance and all. So it's kind of, we push each other to do that. But having said that, there are areas where run the heads, and so there is he's coming from the MEP side, so there are certain areas he requires in the services. So that time there's always, we can't afford to give so much area on a project for that. So there are areas, of course there is, but it's been very interesting.
तो किसी प्रोजेक्ट पे कभी ऐसा होता है कि आप दोनों का मतलब ओपिनियंस बिल्कुल डिफरेंट होते हैं? सो लाइक उसमें लाइक डोमिनेंस, मतलब ऑफिस में डोमिनेंस किसका रहता है नॉर्मली? बिकॉज एक प्रोजेक्ट का डोमिनेंस होता है, एक ऑफिस में ओवरऑल जो पॉलिसीज होती है और ओवरऑल होता है, तो उसमें किस तरह से डोमिनेंस डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होता है?
I think one person always gives in, like if it's design, he would give in. Like, he'd say that, okay, as an architect, you understand the aesthetic. So there's, he would understand that. And at times I have to give in.
Okay. Normally, as you said that most of your projects are like green, so at times you must be facing like initially at least you must have faced convincing the developers to go for the green buildings and the green rating systems and all. So like how do you face that? Do you remember any of the case wherein it was very challenging to convert the mindset of the developer and you were able to do that?
Yeah, so it's initially it was difficult. Now I think everybody's understood the importance of what's it doing to the environment, and what's the need of the hour. So they understand. But initially we did have some challenges. While few were very, very receptive to the idea. But I remember one project. I don't want to name that, but there was a project where on the ground floor we wanted to build a social. We understand that for us, I feel that when you do, like you said, that building se baat karna padta hai. Green building is not only about कि आपने energy efficient बना दिया, water efficient बना दिया. It has to, you have to live green there.
Yeah.
अगर मैं building बना के चले जाऊं, and I've seen instances, हमने glazing दी, ये दिया, वो दिया, वहां पे जाके लोग interiors में cover कर देते हैं उसको, तो फायदा नहीं है ना, light नहीं आएगी. उसी तरह sustainably आप live नहीं करोगे उन buildings में, and there's no point. And buildings do have a power to influence. They have power to change your well-being, and the whole overall. It uplifts your spirit, I feel. There's so much wish to us. So in this project, on the ground floor, we wanted, so it was a commercial project. And on the ground floor, we said, we wanted this tilted area, which would be covered, greenery, landscaping. So first was like, dimag kharab hai tumhara, ground floor sells the most, and aap bol rahe ho usko still kar do, So it doesn't work that way. So I said, no, okay, we'll build only 10-20% of build space. We'll give it to social spaces, and let's start the offices on the higher floor. Let this be like a green walk, nature, because nature plays a very important role in all our projects. We try to get it there, like you have to be within the nature. You don't want to just get off your car and go into the building. You need to walk through these spaces. You have to live these spaces. So that's what we wanted in that campus, a social space, which is green, which is connected to nature. So there was a big argument. And finally the developer, it went on and on. So it took 2 months to kind of convince. Finally, though the developer was very receptive, not to say that, it was only stuck on this point. So finally they gave in, and they said रजनी के जो करना है करो. फिर हमने finally बनाया वो. जब बना तो शुरू में काफी इशू आया कि तुमने customers are coming back ground floor पे, तो कुछ आपने बनाया नहीं है और ये सब. But धीरे धीरे it was the only building in the recession of 2008 around that area. There's the only building which got leased out completely, and the occupants were so happy. They said, we have this place to breathe. There is a place to interact. So it's become a lovely social space at the ground level, yes. So, but so another point, so that's one point. The second point which they feel is that on the returns, if you're doing insulation, if you're doing all of that, cool roofs and stuff, there's a cost to it. The return is not coming to them, because earlier what used to happen is that their customers would not pay extra to come into a green building, while the developer had spent that money. So that point always was a point of contest, that why should we spend that extra when we are not getting the return. But I think now slowly things have, the customers coming back, that we want to be in a, because they see the advantage in a green building.
So you have actually done a large area, 50 million square feet of building space. That is a huge construction that you have done. So what is your vision regarding your further professional journey? What exactly your dreams are like? Where do you want to reach? And is there any dream project that is still not done and you want to do that sort of project? I think there's some technical glitch.
Which is required there. In terms of the building design also, there's a lot more that we have to minimize, means we have to be more positive. I mean, giving back more to the planet. वो बोलते हैं ना कि अभी तो मुट्ठी पर जमीन नापी है, अभी तो आसमान बाकी है, अभी तो
Yes. शायद there is some technical glitch and hold हो रहा है मैम का शायद. Hello.
Side projects also. We are only talking about 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion square feet. There's a lot more which is being built. And that conversion, that understanding is very important. To reach to the masses, to reach to every government, to reach everywhere is very important. So yeah.
मैम आपका कुछ ना टेक्निकली आ रहा है नेटवर्क में, बीच बीच में होल्ड हो रहा है, जस्ट सी दैट.
ओके
ओके. सो कौन सा ऐसा ड्रीम प्रोजेक्ट है जिस मतलब कोई एक ऐसा कि इस एरिया में यू वांट टू, या इस तरह का प्रोजेक्ट आई वांट टू डिजाइन, बिकॉज आपने अगर बोला भी है तो वी कुडंट एक्चुअली हियर. हेलो हेलो शीतल जी, आर यू देयर? शीतल जी, I think there is some technical issue with Sheetal ji. My team will just get back to her and see that how exactly she can. Exactly, I have experience of working with Aeon Consultants, Sheetal ji and Ashish ji both, and they have been my inspiration. I have seen Ashish ji to be there with Dr. Jain when I was in IGBC. And it has been amazing seeing their dedication and their love for green buildings and all. So that was the inspiration I had for both of them. And I always dream of working with. Okay, yeah. So yes, like शीतल जी, जब मैं IGBC में जैन सर के साथ आशीष जी को देखती थी जब स्पेक्ट्रल में, तो तब से मेरा ड्रीम था कि मैं कभी ना आप लोग के साथ काम करूं. एंड HCL में जो हम लोगों ने काम किया शिवनदार में, तो वो एक स्टार्ट है, बट वी आर एबल टू कैच अप टू दैट लेवल. सो आई फील ग्रेट. आपका एक्चुअली कनेक्शन चला गया था, तो आई वाज जस्ट कोऑर्डिनेटिंग विद द ऑडियंस. Okay, so we take to the next project. Next question. What is the key features or criteria that you suggest and think it is a must for any sustainable project, जिसके बिना like आप कोई भी sustainability वाला project को complete कर ही नहीं सकते? ऐसी कौन सी specific feature है?
There are many actually, Neetu, too, because it is always has to be an integrated, integrated approach. It can't be that I make, like I said, you have to balance social, economic, and environment. It can't be that I only think of environment, because finally the occupants who are going to be inside, if they're not comfortable, if there's not thought to them, then it's of no use. So all three components become very important. Connecting people to nature is important. Connecting to natural resources like your sunlight and ventilation, all these things are extremely important. Looking at the site, looking at the orientation when you build the building, looking at the environment, that your footprint and your footprint is a bare minimum. So it's all of that.
So any other experience that you want to share with other architects, like being an architect, what like you have faced and you don't want them to face, and this is the key tip for them that they can exactly take that in their life? ऐसा कुछ की जो वो अपनी गांठ बांध सके कि हाँ ये एक इंस्पिरेशन है एज एन विमेन आर्किटेक्ट, एंड वो इस चीज को इंस्पिरेशन ले सके इस चीज से.
I feel that as architects, we have a huge responsibility, because the built environment, like we said, influences the mankind, influences the environment. So to design right, to design sensitively, I would say just if you're sensitive to the basic things, it makes a lot of difference. Keeping your integrity, keeping your passion is another thing. If you're very passionate, if you are focused and you know what you want to achieve, you will achieve it. I think there's no roadblock or challenges. But I never felt that they were really challenges. In fact, they always allowed us to improve, on those things. जब भी challenge आता है, आप कोई और रास्ता निकाल लेते हो ना. तो हमेशा रास्ता तो आपके ऊपर है. आपका अगर बहुत क्लियर आपको जाना कहाँ है, तो फिर ये सब चीजें तो बहुत छोटी रह जाती है. So, but हमारे को एक commitment करना है to our country, to the world, that we have to build right, sensitively, to the environment, to the people, to the ecology. That's the only thing which will work.
That is very true. Exactly, जो integrity और commitment है, exactly whenever we are working in any field, that is very important. And definitely जो challenges है वो आपको overcome करने में help करती है, and in fact it makes you more strong. And at times it happens like
if you come up with innovative solutions, you know, if
yeah,
let's say client को भी नहीं करना चाह रहा, उसके अपने reasons होंगे. You find
yeah,
a solution around it, you know. I'm sure that it's not just one solution to everything. There are thousands of ways you can handle something. Like for instance, there's a house we were doing, in fact, a hospital, which had a very narrow frontage and a very deep, you know, उसकी और दोनों तरफ उसके buildings थी. So there was no way to get in light. So we created a small atrium around it to get light. So to ensure, फिर वहाँ पे green wall करा, और ताकि हर जो वहाँ पे लोग हैं उनको view नहीं मिलेगा अगर patient को, अगर nature ही नहीं देखने को मिलेगा तो क्या point है. So you know there are constraints to every project, and you build around it. You know that's the key thing.
That's very true. Exactly. कई बार हम लोग जैसे ट्रैवल करते हैं, होटल्स में जाते हैं, तो कुछ होटल्स में exactly बहुत पॉजिटिव लगता है, एंड कुछ होटल्स में बहुत कंजेस्टेड डार्क डेंस लगता है. तो डेफिनेटली आपका जो मूड है ना उससे ऑल्टर होता रहता है. लाइक यू फील मोर इन चार्ज, लाइक अगर आप खुले खुले में रहते हैं. So that is the fact, and many people have now started realizing this, and they want to do, and they are going towards that. Subconsciously, like they are going towards green. जो उसको मतलब जो टर्मिनोलॉजी है, जो इसके जो टर्म्स है, वो प्रोबेबली टेक्निकली जब हम ग्रीन बिल्डिंग करके या आईजीबीसी रेटिंग करके जब प्रमोट करते हैं तो वो उस टेक्निकल टर्म्स में आते हैं. अदरवाइज सबकॉन्शियसली अभी आजकल बहुत सारे लोग नेचर की तरफ जा रहे हैं, और स्पेशली अभी जो कोविड-19 का जो सिनेरियो है उसमें तो बहुत सारे लोगों ने, मतलब ऑलमोस्ट सभी ने ऐसा रियलाइज किया है कि वी हैव टू एग्जैक्टली मूव विद द नेचर. उसके साथ अपने आप को अलाइन करके ही हमें चलना पड़ेगा, और हम खुद भी सस्टेनेबल होंगे तभी हम सस्टेनेबिलिटी के साथ में रह सकते हैं. दैट इज वेरी ट्रू. एंड चैलेंजेस का जो है तो नॉर्मली लाइक आपने भी इसे मुझे देखा है कि लाइक आई हैव बीन टेकिंग अ लॉन्ग जर्नी. तो इट टाइम्स लाइक मेरी मदर बड़ी सेंसिटिव हो जाती है कि इतना ये सब ऐसा हो रहा है वैसा हो रहा है. एंड आई ऑलवेज से कि अगर कोई एक चैलेंज आ रहा है, कोई मुश्किल आ रही है ना, तो the destiny is preparing us for the something else. Like कुछ बड़ा हमको मैनेज करने के लिए ना डेस्टिनी प्रिपेयर कर रही है. तो वी शुड नॉट गेट एक्चुअली इधर उधर नहीं होना चाहिए. वी शुड एक्चुअली फेस एंड टेक एट फ्लो के साथ जाके, एंड वी शुड एग्जैक्टली मूव अहेड. सो इसके अलावा जैसे बीइंग नॉर्मली मैंने यहाँ पे ऐसा देखा है, स्पेशली जैसे अगर मैं बड़ोड़ा में देखती हूँ या और भी जो 2 टायर सिटीज में देखती हूँ, तो आर्किटेक्ट्स के साथ ज्यादातर ना उनकी जो वाइफ होती है वो भी आर्किटेक्ट्स होती हैं. और उसमें मैंने मेजरली ऐसा देखा है कि जो फीमेल आर्किटेक्ट है, जैसे हमारा फीमेल जो ट्रिपल आईडी का ग्रुप है, वो उतना स्केल अप नहीं कर पाता है. मतलब जैसे मैंने आपको देखा है कि आपको प्रोबेबली मे बी फैमिली सपोर्ट मिला है, वो डिफरेंस है, या आपका खुद का पैशन इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग है, वो चीज है, वो फैक्टर है. बट नॉर्मली मैंने ऐसा देखा है कि जैसे फीमेल आर्किटेक्ट जो होती है ना, वो मेल आर्किटेक्ट्स अगर उनके हस्बैंड होते तो प्रोबेबली जैसे वो मेल आर्किटेक्ट्स का जो डोमिनेंस है या उनका जो नाम होता है वो ज्यादा होता है. दे आर मोर नोन देन देयर फीमेल आर्किटेक्ट पार्टनर्स. सो उसमें आप क्या बोलेंगे मैम? बहुत सारी जगहों पे मैंने ऐसा देखा है कि फीमेल आर्किटेक्ट्स है, वो उनके हस्बैंड अगर आर्किटेक्ट्स है तो वो थोड़ा सा पीछे पीछे ही होता है उनका नाम.
It's very difficult to comment on anybody else's this thing because it's very you know, it's circumstantial for everyone. But I can just talk about myself, where you know, one is of course been the passion to always you know, do something for the, not only for myself but for the society as a whole, and do projects which you know, which are green and sustainable. And of course there has been a family support. Without that it's very difficult, it's not possible. But they've always been, you know, there are always challenges for a, like I would say a little bit more challenges for a woman to balance things. But yeah, I think we all, it's each to his own how you manage the whole thing.
हाँ, प्रोबेबली शायद मैम ना हमें ना खुद पे अगर विश्वास है या खुद अगर हम कन्विंस्ड हैं किसी चीज के लिए, तो प्रोबेबली चारों तरफ अगर कोई कुछ भी कह रहा हो, तो अगर हम चलते जाएंगे आगे, तो वो लोग भी आपके रिजल्ट से फिर कन्विंस हो ही जाते हैं। ऐसा मुझे, मतलब मेरी जर्नी से मुझे ऐसा समझ में आता है कि आपको खुद को कन्विक्शन होना और विश्वास होना ज्यादा जरूरी है।
No, that's always the case. And I think, we also hold. So I would just briefly tell you a little bit about our own office, which we did 2 years back, now 3 years actually. So there we've got both wellness rating and IGBC rating for the interiors, where again we've ensured that there's natural light. We've ensured that there are multi-use spaces, because एक एक चीज बहुत जरूरी है समझना कि अगर एक स्पेस को मल्टी यूज कर सकते हैं तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. हमारा कैफेटेरिया है जिसको हम not only it's used only for lunch time, because then that space is limited to that particular time. We're using it for meetings, we're using it for other events, so it's always in use. So every space has to be put multi-use, whether it's interiors, whether it's architecture. And more than that, we realize that wellness quotient is very important. The people who are going to be inside, how do they feel? How are they connected to the environment? And like you rightly said, nature के साथ ही design करना है. अगर आप nature के against जाओगे तो you see the results, what's happening around the world. So I think those important things one must always take care. And I think the younger generation is quite smarter, and they understand all this, and they're seeing what's happening. And I'm sure the newer the young architects which are coming up, because a lot of sessions IGBC is also doing, we are also doing at our end, to kind of get that message across. And I'm sure they're far more smarter. They understand, they're beautiful designs and very innovative designs they are coming up with to solve this crisis. So I think we all have to, the complete industry has to come up with solutions. Like अगर ये COVID हुआ तो आप देखिए कितने सारे solutions ही आ रहे हैं. तो पूरी industry को I think एकजुट के करना पड़ेगा to come up with. It's not just, so design is not only architect, I feel that there needs to be a complete forum which sits on the design, whether it's engineers, whether it's all the stakeholders, because then only you will get innovative solution. And integrated approach is also very important in the design today. It's not कि मैंने architect करके भाई design कर दिया, फिर बाद में आप MEP डाल रहे हैं, बाद में आप structure डाल रहे हैं. It has to go hand in hand. The day we all start doing that innovative design, that will be that'll get us great solutions to the problems that we face in hand today. In fact, we are now offering, for all the projects that we've done, we are offering solutions to what ये जो COVID का है उसमें किस तरह से design interventions की जाए. And surprising, like it's really good that most of the projects we designed didn't really need too much of intervention. Maybe at the most, sanitization at the beginning, because window wall ratios, open spaces, enhanced ventilation are already taken care. So movement of staff, how they hygiene is very important. So but we are doing those interventions, whatever minimum that is required to because that's going to be the future. This is not going away, COVID. I mean, even if it's goes, something else may come up. So it's important to design right from the day one, taking these precautions कि आप किस तरह से hygiene, movement, ventilation, sunlight is an important, UV, आपको चाहिए to kill those bacteria. अब day one materials किस तरह से durable और होने चाहिए. तो आज से ही अगर आप prepare करके अपने projects पे चलेंगे, तो I think future ready होंगे आप, nature को कभी नहीं.
It's good. एक क्वेश्चन हमारे पास आया था from प्रकाश लोहिया जी. उनका क्वेश्चन भी यही था कि in view of COVID, what changes you suggest in design and planning of new building, complex और office? So एक तो आपने sanitation का बताया है कि उसका, और सनलाइट का आप ऑलरेडी एक्चुअली बता चुकी हैं ये कि और क्या क्या डिजाइन के एस्पेक्ट में आप चेंज लाएंगे.
Yeah, so what we are doing is that right at the entry, we are also, so one is the sanitation that is happening. I'm not saying using sanitizers. It could be just washing your hands and, ensuring that you are, when you come into the building complex, the complete sanitization happens at the entry, before the entry gate itself. You have your lockers and all where you put your personal belongings so that you're not carrying the germs inside. That is one thing. Second thing, in terms of the way the doors, I think the future is that, doors which you can open without using. It has to be a touchless technology, a completely touchless technology. But sometimes sensor based में क्या होता है, बहुत सारा maintenance होती है. So we are looking for those solutions. In fact, the industry is coming up and should come up with those solutions which are, because the moment you talk about sensors and all, वो थोड़े दिन के बाद वो खराब होके पड़े होते. So the technology where I think पहले जैसे जमाने में होता था, पैर से जैसे फ्लशिंग भी करना है, वो नीचे लिवर होता था, फुट से आप उसको करते थे, you know. So इस तरह के solutions जो ज़्यादा मैकेनिकल हो, जो खराब ना हो, उस तरह के solutions are you know, we're exploring for the projects. Then so one is that sanitization, one is how touchless surfaces as much as possible, and then is the clean surfaces. The moment, like what you have in operation theaters, you know, there are all these surfaces which can easily be clean. I'm not saying we have to design for operation theaters, but all I'm saying is that जितना आपके clean surfaces होंगी, उतना ज़्यादा easy to maintain हो जाता है. Plus आपके जो surfaces जिसमें जो easily clean हो सके, you know, that's another thing. So all these factors we are looking at in terms of design, in terms of MEP, in terms of HVAC. You know, there are these filters. They're looking at UV and multiple other things where the, you know, the air which is being circulated is being treated for all these germs. Then of course enhanced ventilation, because and raising the temperature, not having the, which helps the ecology also, because environment also. अगर आप जो 22 डिग्री या 17 डिग्री की बात कर रहे हैं, हमारे ऑफिस में तो हम पंखे चलाते हैं और हमारा 27 डिग्री रहता है, जो हमारे जो एयर कंडीशनर है 27 डिग्री पे हम रन करते हैं, तो और हम फ्रेश एयर भी ट्रीट करके पंप इन कर रहे हैं. So it's going to be an overall integrated approach which needs to be done and will helpful in all these combating these viruses and other microbes. So and you have to capture the dust. Dust has to be minimized. तो आप जूते बाहर, जैसे पहले जमाने में होता था जूते बाहर रखते थे तो अंदर आएगी मिट्टी. So बहुत I think ये छोटी चीजें हैं, सिंपल चीजें हैं, इजिली करी जा सकती हैं. And जो चीजें जरूरत है कि कुछ इन्वेंशन हो, वो I think industry is already working for it, and I think we should have a solution very soon.
So that means like we have come up with the coating now. जो जैसे अगर हार्ड सरफेसेस पे लगाएंगे, चाहे आप नॉब्स पे लगाओ, चाहे फर्नीचर के ऊपर भी लगाओ, तो उसके अंदर लाइक इट इज हैविंग नैनो कंपोनेंट्स एंड इट actually kills and fights bacteria and virus, and it doesn't allow any water droplet or oil droplet also to stay there. So that means it has good scope now.
Yeah, I think everybody is looking for those innovative things, and there are a lot of coatings. Yeah, like you said, जो डस्ट को नहीं रिपेल करती है, डस्ट को कलेक्ट नहीं करती है, तो इजीली उसको क्लीन करा जा सकता है. जैसे हम स्कर्टिंग करते हैं, स्कर्टिंग में हम एक कोविंग करते हैं कि क्या होता है, वो कर्व सरफेस हो जाती है, हो जाएगी स्ट्रेट की, जहां जॉइंट आएगा वहां पे प्रॉब्लम है, यू नो, डस्ट कलेक्ट होती है. इस तरह से काफी चीजें हैं जो करी जा सकती हैं. क्लासरूम्स में आप वॉश बेसिन्स इंट्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं, यू नो, तो लोग इंस्टेड ऑफ सैनिटाइजर दे कैन जस्ट यूज सोप एंड क्लीन इट एंड मिनिमाइज कॉन्टैक्ट. एंड अब तो वर्क फ्रॉम होम की काफी बात हो रही है, which is you know, which is also good, that जितना आप कर सकते हैं वर्क फ्रॉम होम उतना बेटर है, बिकॉज ट्रांसपोर्टेशन और इतना सब पोल्यूशन, आप देखिए एयर क्वालिटी कितना बेटर होता है.
तो आपको अगर ऑप्शन दिया जाए वर्क फ्रॉम होम या ऑफिस, तो आप क्या प्रेफर करेंगी?
See, work from home is good, but I feel some balance would still need to be there, because architectural work सब कुछ वैसे नहीं हो सकता है. So, but what we are thinking is that we call people turn by turn to office, you know, who are really required. कोई अगर you know, but now we've shifted to online meetings, online presentations, and I think that's working very well, because you can concentrate on. नहीं तो जब आप कहीं जाते हैं इतनी distractions होती हैं. बिल्कुल. I think it's in a way, I think there needs to be a balance in both. Minimize the office as much as possible, but yes, certain things you can't do. I mean, coordination, conceptualization of design, वो हर चीज you need a team, you know.
But ये आपने एकदम सही बोला, because अभी हम लोगों ने बहुत सारे कंसल्टेंट्स के साथ में ग्रुप प्रेजेंटेशन किया है, तो आई फील कि इसमें ना वो लोग ज्यादा कंसंट्रेट करके देख पाते, बिकॉज उस वक्त फोन के या किसी के भी डिस्ट्रैक्शंस नहीं होते. तो दैट इज वेरी ट्रू. एक हमारे टीम में आप ऑलरेडी मिले हैं मिस्टर ब्रिजेश तिवारी. उनका ऐसा क्वेश्चन है कि जो भी ट्रेंड अभी आ रहा है कि बी वोकल फॉर लोकल इन आवर ग्रीन बिल्डिंग, तो उसमें आप किस तरह से लाइक आपकी कुछ इंटेंशंस हैं इसको फॉलो करने का, इम्प्लीमेंट करने का, ये कैसे आप सोच रहे हैं?
See, mainly जो भी हम I would say at least 90% of the materials that we specify, तो हम बोलते हैं वो हम लोकली ही सोर्स करते हैं. उसको इनफैक्ट जितना पास से आता है उतना बेटर, क्योंकि आप उतना फ्यूल कम बर्न कर रहे हैं और उतना लोकल टेक्नोलॉजी को प्रमोट कर रहे हैं, लोकल इकोनॉमी को आप प्रमोट कर रहे हैं. सो आई मीन आई डेफिनेटली स्टैंड बाय दैट. बट देन देयर आर सर्टेन मटेरियल्स एंड थिंग्स वेयर, because of the, you know, there is always this debate, and that balance needs to be come, because sometimes the specifications here, like in India, the standards and all are not as much. So certain times, because of the durability and operation maintenance of that product, become a problem. So while we are doing this, I think we need to also work on standards and specifications, which need to be more stringent in the country. Because for example, agar koi kuch cheez manufacture kar raha hai, there has to be a certain standard he has to do. But if the standards are not strong, audited, and they are not strong, which we like a lot of components, there are no standards which are there. So then the suffering is for the client. He would rather than take certain materials from outside. But if those things come in, I think then I think local is the way to go. So like again I said, but still our focus has always been getting 90, 95, in fact 100% as much as possible from the local sources itself. That it will really help India overall. The economy will obviously be better if.
That's true, ma'am. So we are towards the end of the session, and we'll have just a round of rapid fire questions sort of a thing. So apart from yourself, who is the best green architect according to you? Like, what is the architect who is your inspiration? You can say that he's the best green architect.
Again, it's a subjective question. But I really like the work of Laurie Baker, which I felt was very sensitive. I like the work of Louis Kahn. I like the work of there are many architects who've done really wonderful works, and even today, was quite a few doing very good work. Down south in Kerala, I know of architects who are working completely in bamboo. The entire structure is I forget the name, but then I saw a presentation in the IGBC Congress. I saw that presentation. It was wonderful. Complete building out of bamboo, and then bamboo can be replenished. That's as sustainable as you can get. So there are a couple of them working in the field. But yes, I think to start with, the earlier times were Laurie Baker, and this guy I found wonderful who's making out of bamboo.
So now we'll have one word answer. It will be rapid fire. After Shonya, which is the most green loving project for you, like that is near to your heart?
My own office.
Good. What is your favorite facade style?
There's no as such style, but yes, normally you see in our buildings window wall ratios, and we like to use stone. We like to use stone and mix of stone and glass. So it's like it's contemporary, yet it's very rooted.
So what is the main one element in any house that you feel this is the most essential thing and it needs to be there, and you love to have that sort of element in the house?
Light, natural light.
Yeah. And what is the favorite roofing option for you?
Roofing, you mean you're looking at the insulation, or you're just talking about the roof? I just love these Goan and other roofs. I just love those Mangalorean tiles and that, that wooden trusses and all. I just love that.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, Sheetal ji, for your time, valuable time, and for being here with us. And I also thank all the audience for being with us and making this Green Talk successful, because without you, it won't be a success. And thank you for encouraging us कि हम इसको और आगे बढ़ाते जाएं. And I thank all the green stakeholders who are appreciating me, all the architects who are appreciating me, and they are just Sheetal ji, मुझे अलग-अलग message आते कि Neetu, good work, just keep on doing this and take this, इसको Green Talks को एक अच्छा series बना दो. So that is a motivation for me, and I feel really privileged because एक passion के साथ मैंने green building movement को follow किया है, IGBC को follow किया है. एक क्वेश्चन मेरा रह गया थैंक्स देने से पहले. मैम, अगर जैसे IGBC गृहा लीड अगर किसी बिल्डिंग को आपको करवाना हो, मतलब किसी को कन्विंस करना हो, तो नॉर्मली आप किस तरह से सेलेक्ट करती हैं? क्लाइंट ही बताता है या आप भी सजेस्ट करती हैं?
So you're asking me, I am representing IGBC. And I feel that it's a very good rating system because it's more it's Indian, and as well as it covers all the aspects. But having said that, for me it's very important, personally, that these buildings go for a rating, and are designed. I mean, say more, they're designed well. I would say they're designed sustainably, and looking at all these aspects, they're designed like that rather than anything else. That's very important for me. So कोई भी rating पे जाएं, but जरूर उसको as sustainable बनाएं. And of course, I still kind of push IGBC because of the obvious reasons.
और अब मेरे को ऐसा कुछ पता लगा है कि आपकी सिस्टर इन लॉ बड़ौदा में है, तो नियर फ्यूचर में हम चाहेंगे कि आप आशीष जी के साथ यहाँ पे बड़ौदा में आए और हम लोग के साथ भी थोड़ा टाइम स्पेंड करें. एंड तो हम लोग को वापस एक और बहुत अच्छा प्रिविलेज मिलेगा. एंड विद दिस आई थैंक एवरीवन एंड थैंक यू. थैंक्स अ लॉट मैम.
Thanks. Session. And I'm sure it's it's interesting for everyone to these Green Talk series. Nice, good initiative that you're taking. Thank you so much.
Thank you.